I'd like to introduce and ask if James McClellan can come and lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you. Better attention! Present arms! I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order, home!
We are here unified today as New Yorkers, a gathering of citizens, clergy, and elected officials to say we will not accept the proposed cuts to the budget for New York City Veterans Affairs. We will not accept it. We gather here today on these steps to remind our city government that in a budget of $85 billion, surely $3.6 million we can do better than that, because veterans matter. In this proposed cut and on this budget issue, the mayor is out of touch. We want to speak loudly, we want to speak proudly, we want to say it over and over and over again. Veterans matter. And on these matters, you know, we as New Yorkers are very proud of our heritage and proud to be supportive of those who have served so long and so hard. There are approximately 250,000 veterans in the New York City metro area. And for all of that, we can do better. We must do better. We will do better than the proposed cuts that our mayor has offered.
I'm just upset about veterans. We have a system where the homeless don't get the support they need. Most of them are veterans. The city does things without consideration or understanding of veterans' needs. Give you an example. Why is there no mammogram for women veterans in the Bronx? Okay, there should be one at the hospital. They're working on it. They've been working on it for 5 years. Guess what? That's out of touch. I got injured in the military and I expected to get the proper health care, expected to get the right things, and I'm sorry it's not happening. Thank you.
Thank you. Veterans matter. Veterans matter. Veterans matter. Veterans matter. We're now joined by New York City's public advocate, Tish James.
The Office of Public Advocate is fully behind veterans, which is why the Public Advocate was very forceful when this administration was not prepared to create a new administration simply for veterans. And I stood up to this administration and said we need an agency for veterans. We now have an agency for veterans in the city of New York, but we clearly need to do more nationally. We need to support veterans because they were there for us. And lastly, because veterans matter, they matter the most. Thank you.
My name is Joe Bello, and I helped work with many of the veterans you see behind you to help create the Department of Veteran Services. So here we are, the first budget. They've been hiring personnel, trying to get people to ramp up the services for veterans in the city, and then we come to this next budget, and the preliminary budget has already a disappointing $318,000 cut. You can't go into the second year of a budget and we're already looking at a cut into the veteran services. We've come too far. We certainly want to see better, and we want to see more. Where was the forward thinking by this administration in the preliminary budget?
My name is Bo Deedle. I've been a lifelong New York City resident, and I have a business for 32 years after retired from the New York City Police Department. I am running for mayor. It's not a political thing, because we have a lot of veterans who are homeless on the street, and I'll be damned if we don't take care of our veterans. This flag is flying here because of these people in back of us. What they've done for us, that's why America is America. And I got something for Mayor de Blasio. You want to know where you can find the money? How about the $12 million of public funds that you're spending to defend yourself? How about the $19 million special advice? That's $30 million. That's $30 million, Mr. de Blasio. Use that for my veterans. We've got homeless veterans on our street. You don't give a damn. You want to cut the veterans? I'll be damned. If I become mayor, I'll let you cut a cent. We should be increasing the budget and help our veterans because they were there for us. I have a grandchild. My grandchild wouldn't be alive today if it wasn't for them. And the United States of America wouldn't be United States of America without them. Need we never forget our veterans. God bless our veterans and God bless America.
Bo said it. We've got corruption in the administration, and we're using tens of millions of dollars to protect and to investigate corruption. It's out of hand. That money easily could have gone to our vets. The vets are the first people we should support. It's great that you're all here today. Thank you.
Thank you. But I want to introduce Senator Joe Adabo.
Good afternoon, one and all. I guess my first order of business here, before I go any further, is to say thank you to all those veterans behind me. Each and every day. We understand that Veterans Day is not just one day of the calendar year, it's every day of the year. To say thank you. I also want to thank Commissioner Sutton. The Department of Veteran Services, that to me has done an okay job helping veterans throughout at least the first year of its existence. But in government, how do we say thank you? How do we show our appreciation? We say thank you, but another way we do it, one way of doing it, is funding. That is one way government gets to show its appreciation for veterans, thanking them, and telling them, by way of funding, we understand your needs. We understand, as a government, we need to step across the line, as you have, to help. That's how government does it, by funding. We fund programs for health. We fund programs for housing. We fund programs for counseling, suicide prevention, homelessness. We fund these programs. So when you see a proposal come out of a budget that spends an extra $1 billion from the year prior and cuts veteran services by $300,000, it's not so much the amount, it's the perception of the message that you send to the veterans that they don't matter as much. And it's wrong. It's wrong to send that message. We need to do what we can as elected officials, as those who else support our veterans, to have our voices heard, to get these cuts restored, and then add more. Thank you very much.
It is an absolute shame that the mayor is cutting the budget to homeless veterans when it's going up by $1 billion in the city of New York. You see the Canyon of Heroes right here. We used to give our veterans parades, and now they're living in cardboard boxes. It's outrageous.
We want to work closely with our politicians who will help our veterans as they get out. A lot of money is spent by a government to recruit you in and get you trained, but a lot of money is not spent when you're out here looking for that job, looking for that housing, looking for that connection for your claim, looking for veteran organization to get the support of your brothers and sisters, and to find out who are the politicians that are working with us and who are not working with us. And we want a mayor who's going to be proud of our veterans and support them and stand up for them.
We're here, and we're here for a reason, to support our vets. We see the mayor out in Eastern Queens in every single hotel that we have, putting up homeless people, but disregarding the homeless veterans that are across the city of New York. They need job training. I want to echo what Liam had said as well. Our veterans need care, and they need actually gentle hands to help them. They're going through a very tough time in transition from the battlefield onto the battlefield of New York City. Whether it's PTSD they're dealing with, or all other sorts of diseases that they're dealing with, they need help. This mayor needs to help and fund those programs not to strip them.
The entire spectrum of veteran services and support needs to be looked at. This budget proposal to cut is going in the wrong direction. Optically it's wrong, morally it's wrong. We will not stand for it because it's out of touch. We won't stand for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.